Hi friends, so in this tutorial I will create a simple script to identify all the files in a particular directory with a particular extension. So what I mean by that is that let's say you want to file all the executable files in a particular directory, or you want to find all the executable files in your D drive, E drive, or you want to find all the XLS or Excel files or the PDF files or all of the MP4 files. So uh, let's get started. So let's say it might come in handy situations like you have a shared drive in your office and people might be storing things like MP4s, MP3 songs and movies in there, and you want to just instead of checking it for it manually, you want to be an easy way of finding those files and then removing them automatically. Run it a few times a day to make sure people don't put all those kind of stuff in your shared drives. So it can come in handy in those kind of situations. So let's get started. Now, in here I have this PowerShell script. So the first thing that we are going to be doing is we are creating a variable called directory, and I will specify the directory where I want to check for these things. So it's C users admin documents. So what I want to do is that I want to check my let me go back this in here. So I want to check my documents directory for all the files that have a C extension. So it's a C file, or files that have a .c extension. So it's like C++. Before C++, there was a C programming language. So I want to find all those files that belong to the C programming language. So this directory variable, it holds this directory location, my uh, documents directory. So after that, what I can do is that I will create a dir listing. So I am going to be running the get child item in this directory variable, which holds the location of the directory, and then I will type in the recurse argument. So what recurse will do is that it will not only check the documents directory, but if there are other directories inside documents, it will check those directories as well. And if there are other directories inside those directories, it will keep on going recursively until it searches all the documents and all the files in that particular documents directory. Now, what I want to do is that I want to find the let's say files. Let me create this variable, call it files. Now what I want to do is that I want to find I will run this command dir listing, which should show me the contents of all the files. And so this is dir listing. It is this, it will run this command, and since this the directory stands for this one, so what it does is that it will check all the contents of this directory recursively, and after that I'm piping it out to the where object commandlet. So let me do this, where object. After that, what I'm saying is that find all those files with the extension of what, where this extension is equal to .c. So what it will do is that it will go through each of those files and it will find their extension, and if it's equal to C++, sorry, if it's equal to C, it will store it in this files directory, files variable. So if I type in something like files, so let me save this directory, cd documents dir. So in here you can see my PowerShell script. So this is my PowerShell script, this first one. So let me run this. Now you can see that it finds all those files that have the .c extension and it will output it. However, we don't want this last write time or mode or that. All we want is to view only the names of it. So for that, we will have to create a for each loop. Now, how do we do that? Is we type in for each, and what we do after that is we type in something like this, and you're saying files, and after that what we can do is we type in dot name. So what it does is that for each, it goes through every item in the files variable, which holds all the C. So what it means is that it goes through all of these files, all these 3 files that it has identified, and what it will do is that it will only print out the name of it. Instead of all this, it will go all through all these 3 files and it will only show its name. Now if we save it and run it, now you can see that instead of all this, we only get its name. So these 3 files and their names. So let's clear the screen. However, what if I want to also view the number of files that they are in that directory? So what we can do is that we create another variable called count, and we are saying count plus 1. So what it does is that let's write this also, number of files plus count. So what it will do is that it will go through all of those files, and this in here I'm creating a variable and calling it count. So every time it goes through all those files, it will keep adding 1 1 1 1 to it. So the first time it goes, it is v1. So the next time it goes through those files, it will be 1 plus 1 2. The next time it goes, it will be 2 plus 1 3, and then it's 3 plus 1 4. So we have found only 3 files, so the count should be 3. Now if we run this command again, now you can see that it finds these 3 files. Every time it goes through the first one, so it's 1. The second time it goes, it's 2. The third time it goes, it's 3. That's why it identifies it as the number of files is equal to 3. So this is how you can find it. Now we can also add functionalities such as you want to find all those files to it that are older than a specific number of days, or you can also add the functionality, instead of finding it, you can also just automatically just delete it. Whenever I run this command, what you do is that you find them and you delete them. How to do that? I have created many scripts, many tutorials in my channel to explain that topic, so you can watch them. So if you have any further questions, or if you have any comments, feel free to put it in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.